And it would appear that this sunny weather has promoted every man jack in the roads to cut their grass, so it's a little bit noisy at the moment. I'm going to sit this one out, so whilst I do that, why don't you, in fine biking buddies fashion, grab yourself a brew, grab yourself a beer, strap yourselves in, and let's roll VT.
Where do you go when you're young, when you're restless, when you're fun, cause you're desperate? Oh, here they come for a chance, for adventure. What's your poison, what's your pleasure?
So that is the titles out of the way, as you have well seen, and welcome back to the channel. Let me explain in a little bit more detail what we're up to today in this week's motor vlog. Well, the clue is a little bit to my left, and that is tyres. We are talking tyres. Yes, we're diving into that very evocative world of the black circles of pleasure. It's been around about a year now since I fit this rear tyre, which is the Anlas Capra X to the T7. It's a 50-50 tyre. It's a little bit longer that I fit the front tyre, which is a Mitas Dakar Enduro E10. Now this tyre arguably has got around about 7,000 miles on it, and the rear tyre is just coming up to thereabouts about 5,000 miles, and it is now time to get these tyres changed out. Let's take a little bit of a closer look, a little bit of an in-depth dive into the tyres and what state they are with the type of riding that I do. So if we start with the front tyre, as you will see, there looks like there's still plenty of depth on the tyre, but one thing that you may notice if we look at the side profile is the leading edge, or the trailing edge rather, the tyre rotates in this direction. So the trailing edge of the tyre, the block pattern has completely worn away, almost down to zero. Now, the legal limit in the UK for a motorcycle tyre depth is 1 millimetre. We just happen to have here a tyre depth meter, so let's just have a little look and see how much we've got on this tyre. And looking at that gauge, you probably won't be able to see, but we're just around about 1.6 millimeters is what the gauge is showing. So 1.6 mil on the front at the lowest point. Really, in terms of off-road performance, you're looking for considerably more than that. If we have a look at the rear, this has worn considerably better, given that this is a different tyre. This is the 50-50 Anlas Capra X. Let's do the self and same thing. The lowest point on the tyre is that trailing edge again, and if we have a look at the tyre gauge, we're looking around about 2 mil. Now, in terms of UK road legal, is there any life left in these tyres? Well, yes, of course there is. There's probably about another 1,500 to 2,000 miles, something in that kind of region. But when you're trail riding, arguably you need some grip, and I've certainly felt for the last month, at least for the last month, particularly with the front tyre, that there's virtually zero lateral grip on that tyre, and with the rear tyre there's absolutely no grip whatsoever when I'm into anything vaguely sloppy or muddy. Now, I'm not after a mud plug-in tyre, don't get me wrong here. I do ride predominantly on gravel, that kind of loose dirt surface. However, occasionally when I am clicking into the mud, then yeah, a tiniest application of the throttle and the tyre is spinning up. So with the superb tap power of the internet and editing, let's click forwards to the new set of tyres. And there we are, some brand new tyres fitted to the wheels just like that, as if by magic. In reality though, folks, there was a lot of moving objects involved, a lot of moving pieces to get these tyres onto these rims, save not by myself. I've been working this week, so it's been quite tricky for me to get down to my local dealer, Steve at Crofton Court, to get these tyres done. So huge shout out to good friend Richie for doing the ferrying and the running around of these wheels. So let's take a little bit of an in-depth look, handing over to hand cam. So as with the other tyres, let's start with the front tyre. You can see this is now an Anlas Capra X 50-50, so we've gone for the same both front and rear. Now, on the last time when we measured the tyre depth of the front tyre, we were showing around about, I think it was 1.6 mil. So let's have a look at a brand new tyre. Again, let's just take it off that trailing edge. Now, clearly everything is brand spanking new on this one. You may not be able to see there, but we are showing comfortably 7 mil. So a brand new out the bag, we're showing 7mm on the front. Let's do the same with the rear, same place. Let's go off the center block, trailing edge again, and very clearly we're showing there a good 11mm worth of tread depth. So I'm sure you'll agree, as a 50/50 tyre, these don't look too shoddy. So all that remains really, as far as this opening section of the video is concerned, is to get these out of the back garden and get them fitted to the bike. So we'll pick this footage up when we are trailside, or we're certainly moving on the bike. To stay centre line today. I did manage to get myself left into the rut the last time and really struggled, to be fair. Right, that T7 climbs away. That Anlas Capra X is gripping very nicely today. Certainly glad that I've changed that tyre up, very glad indeed. It certainly is an interesting climb, that is for sure. And there we go, up onto just the rocky section. Wow, a little bit of moisture there. So if you're an ADV rider and you're looking for a good all-round 50/50 tyre, then in my humble opinion, you can't really go wrong with the Anlas Capra X. Both front and rear, I've ridden these now for some mileage, and I've got to say they are quite an inspiring tyre, both on-road and off-road. They are 50/50, so they do 50% of the on-road very well, and they also do 50% of the off-road very well too. So if you've stuck with me to the end, then thank you very much for your company as always. I hope you've enjoyed this little collage of videos, as well as kind of a bit of an Anlas Capra X review as well. So the final thing for me to say to you guys, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, then please do so. That does wonders for the algorithms, and by all means leave a comment. I do my level best to reply to every comment, both positive and negative. So wherever you are in the world, guys, whatever you're doing, enjoy your ride, keep it safe, and keep it shiny side up. We will catch you for the next one. It's a ride video, the next one, and it's a big TRF day. Cheers folks, bye now, bye.